Hello, task day! This week that's gone has been absolutely wild. On Sunday, I was faced with the ultimate Dylan challenge. I hope most of you caught up on the subisodes because it was so much fun. The most important take is that I am no longer stuck on level 55. In fact, well, I mean, I am still level 55, but I'm very close to going to the next level. My new level look, because yes, my stream viewers, my Twitch viewers, my Dylans, they gave me a new level look, is 72, I think, if I remember it correctly. And I guess once we get there, there'll probably be another mega challenge of doom. Anyway, as I say, Greg! That's the most anticlimactic takeoff I've ever done. Oh, I don't have an elytra, that's why. Right, I'm on my fireball build. How's it hanging, Greg? What have we got for us today then? The dot build. Okay? Run an ornate vault and collect as much gear as you can. Using only the gear you found, including trinkets, create a new build using abilities, talents, and mechanics you rarely ever use. Ooh, okay. Convince the viewers that it's great while successfully completing an elixir vault. Good luck. Oh, well, I thank you. Oh, that sounds awesome. This is inspired by Corbin Pike. Thank you, Corbin Pike. That sounds really fun. Wait, I can't use abilities, talents, and mechanics that I rarely ever use. Yeah, I was gonna say, because I've played a lot of Vault Hunters, and I've used most things. I suppose I can't really default to like Lucky Hit, which I usually use. I mean, I do have this mage build right now that I don't usually do, but I suppose since I'm doing it now, it wouldn't be fully fair to do something similar. Okay, thinking about this, I actually think one big part of this challenge is the first part, because I can only use gear and trinkets that I find in one vault run. And I mean, let's be honest, I've done vaults where I have not found that much gear, or where I haven't found a weapon, or where I haven't found a chestplate. So I think the very first challenge is actually to make sure I find enough gear. I'm excited about this. This sounds like a really great, fun little Greg task. Ooh, and we got a free crystal. Nice. I did get some questions about why this happens. And again, I'm just going to remind you, there are expertise in Vault Hunters. One of them is Lucky Altar. And this gives you a chance to have the altar roll a lucky when crafting a crystal, making the crystal completely free. I've got 3 levels in this, so every third-ish crystal is free. It's great. Great expertise. So one vault to rule them all. No, one vault to get as much stuff as I possibly can. I'm gonna go with a Brazier Vault because, again, I think I've said this before, you can pick up the modifiers that increases item rarity and fuller chests and all of this. And I was hoping that I had an average capstone making no trap chests, but I don't. And of course, since I have companions in this world, I can't use catalysts. So, do I have any super companions with 4 ornate rolls? I do. Hellspawn is also a party leader, so I'm probably going to need to do multiple companions here. Then I could add True Pat. No, I'm going to add a Shade. Or maybe I add all of these. 300% extra ornate chest. But this would also be 12 companion challenges. As well as 2 companion curses. Which means that I would lose 5 minutes. Actually, let's see if we can find a bonus ornate. Do I have anyone that has 2 bonus ornates? This tiny little chest here. Yes, we got Courtney. Okay, so if I add Courtney, I only have 1 of the curse, so I lose 2.5 minutes, and then 10 of the challenge stacks. And the bonus ornate means that it randomly spawns ornate chests in the vault, unprotected, just for me to go up and grab. And then you know what I'm gonna do? Because I'm running a party, I'm gonna add JK Jr. and 3 Phoenix stacks. That's 3 extra lives in case I die. Let's also repair my sickle for my chest-breaking sickle. And as far as builds go, I'm gonna try this fireball build with looting. However, I would really benefit from being able to use Hunter. So I'm gonna get 4 skill points back of the hero's landing ability I have, put it in Hunter. Then I think I'm also going to, with this choice flask, fully reset the stone fall and lower it to 2. This gives me full fall damage protection if I time it right when falling. And with those 2 skill points, I could take this thing, Hunter's Instinct. Killing a mob grants a small chance of having their death cause your hunter's senses to trigger, revealing all PYs in a radius around the killed mob. This talent requires a level in Hunter, which I have. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. I think that would be good if I kill a lot of mobs. And I just realized one more thing I can do. If I am not completely misremembering, I found the cooldown ability on potions in the last stream. Here, yes, reduces active cooldowns by 40%. That's great, because it's going to make it so that if I drink my potion after I've used Hunter to scan a room, it's going to reduce the remaining cooldown with 40%. I mean, since I'm a very knowledgeable man, maybe I can even upgrade my potion before I do this. How much does it? 7. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Mixture. Definitely want the slaughter one because I will be attempting at killing many mobs and then I get the charges back. But look at that. This does mean that I just spent the vault diamonds and that for nothing, but whatever, because now with this potion it's 55% instead of 40%, and it also heals me more. Yeah, heals me 8 hit points of 4 hearts instead of 3. Great success! And no, I can't bring both potions into the vault. Even though it would have been smart, it doesn't work. It only allows you to use 1 potion. The last thing I'm gonna do for this vault is get my picture of a lucky goose red trinket. This increases my item rarity by 50%. So in theory, I should get more gear. Alright, with that, I'm ready to do this. I could go actually ham on this. I could make an inscription. Maybe. Do I have enough resources? I have 21 pieces, and the one I would want to make is the blacksmith. This thing here needs 32 and 4 echo gems. You can get inscriptions by scrapping things. So I could scrap this village inscription and maybe a couple of these. Dumpster fire, yay, woo! And I got 16. Nice. So, blacksmith inscription. Expensive, but also very, very powerful. That goes in here. And now I'm gonna have a blacksmith room. Okay, let's go. The goal, to get as much gear as I possibly can. Oh, and it's the blood theme. This is a quite difficult theme. Horde mobs are quite tough in this theme. And I've got 10 challenge stacks on top of that. Hello, Hellspawn. Right, let's have a look here. So our blacksmith is to the left. So forward and then to the left and then around. I should go there first. Oh, snag these on the way. Yes. Actually, the absolute best thing I could do is not go there first. I just realized. Best thing I could do is to find some good braziers that increases item rarity and stuff like this. Like that one. Luckier chests. It's going to be harder mobs though, but I'm going to do it. Oh, these guys are so creepy, man. I don't know how well I'm going to do against them either, because they are, I think they are among the strongest, most durable horde mobs. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't barely do any damage to them. Let me try a big fireball here. Did it kill them? They killed a lot of them, but didn't kill all of them though. Oh, that's so satisfying. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the blacksmith room and just collect braziers first. That's fuller chests and faster mobs. I think I'm gonna do that too. Fuller chest means more items, right? Okay, I'm gonna try my hunter strategy in this room. So play it, look for red. There are some red chests there, and some red chests there, and some red chests there. That's ornates because I got them configured for it. And then if I drink this potion, it should... Yeah, it massively lowers the cooldown. And I can even drink it again if I want to. It's a great combo. Uh-oh, these mobs are very strong. I am but a humble mage! Please don't hit me! I take so much damage. Fireball, there we go. I do a lot of damage too, though, to be fair. I don't think I've found any trinkets yet, and it would, of course, I do think I'm gonna get enough gear pieces. Oh! Oh! Iskall, careful! It's not great, it's not great, it's not great. They did that, that was a lot of damage. Oh! What was I saying? Yeah, I was saying I think that I'm gonna get enough gear pieces. It feels like I'm seeing a lot of gear pieces spawning in. Oh, and that's more luckier chest, but this is going to decrease my hunter ability, but I think it's worth it. But yeah, so I can now scan again and find that not a single ornate chest in this room. Oh, there are a lot in this room though. My goodness, look at that. It's gonna be dangerous. And there's another luckier chest with more mobs. Oh dear. These mobs look so cool, but they look terrifying as well. They're very tanky. Here we go. Yes! I got a trinket! Nice! Now that I have all the braziers that I can have, I could go back to the blacksmith, but I feel like I should do that absolute last because I anyway need to go back to the exit. So now I'll just loot and hope to get as much gear as I can, I suppose. Ooh, hunter senses! That's the hunter's instinct. That wasn't me casting it. Nice, so there are some more nades at the bottom of this room. Okay. Fireball is pretty satisfying. I wonder if I'm allowed to do some shopping and use gear that I could shop. Probably, I would think. I mean, it is gear that I found in that vault, even though that this one had nothing. But there was another one here. Is there anything like super good? That's a super good buy. I might just buy that, not for the next vault, but just to have. I feel like it would be fair game to buy things, but maybe it's not worth it. I got another trigger. Hunter's Insight is good. Oh, Phoenix saved me. I can't believe this. I just used up a Phoenix stack. The mobs do hit pretty hard with 10 challenge stacks. Aha, I forgot about that I have this ability. Oh, that was bad with the mana though. Die under this storm. Woo! This is so dangerous. I'm really pushing it now. It's very satisfying to cast fireballs and do a lot of damage, but man, I cannot take a lot of hits. Oh my goodness. An ornate village. Look at this. The only problem is that I've only got 5 minutes and I still have to loot the blacksmith. And, well, this is quite difficult. There are so many ornate chests here, though. But I think it might be... I can't break walls here. Yeah, I don't think I have time. If I had found this off the get-go, I could have probably cleared it. But it's going to have very scary guardians. And, as I say, yeah, time is an issue. In fact, I think I need to just head to back to the blacksmith. Oh, another trinket! Who knows? Maybe I'll have a blue and a red trinket. Oh my, I can't pass up on all of this. I just can't. Ah, I used another life! No! Get all of this. There are so many chests here, and I still haven't been to the blacksmith. Okay, well, the blacksmith should be right here. With 29 seconds remaining, I have the special room. I have 12 lemons. My strategy was to take this last because I can eat these, lose some health, and it should be fine because there are no mobs here. Just out of curiosity, how's the scan looking? Oh, there are so many, though. I might have pushed it too far. Oh, wait, my backpacks are actually full. Yeah, they're full. That's crazy. Well, I think we can safely assume that that means I have a lot of gear. And that's great. But it's a bit of a stress right now as I'm trying to get most of these chests before the timer runs out. Oh, look at this. Another trinket. Another trinket. Okay. Get out. I've probably missed like 10 chests. Oh! Why are there mobs here? No! I'm very fragile. I really hope I walk the right direction now, otherwise this might get... Oh! I think that answers the questions. These are the mobs that I didn't kill in the last vault, in the last room. I can't talk. I should be fine. Just around this corner, iskall, and that should be home. Right there. Yes. Whew! We gotta keep it close. Right, let's have a look. 357 ornate chests, out of which 47 were Omega, 90 were Epic, that item rarity really paid off. And I also leveled up for the first time in a very long time. That was super fun. I really enjoyed that run. It is really fun to do these super ornate or super collect anything vault runs every now and again. Now the crate's not going to be great, is it? Because, yeah, these vaults are not great. Actually, a ripe mango is not bad. But that's the drawback of a brazier vault, is that the crate is kind of sad. But look at this though. We got 1 full, 2 full, 3 full, and 4 full backpacks of gear pieces. And that's great, because it's the only gear we can use in our challenge vault. And on top of that, I did also get 4 trinkets at the end of that. I gotta make sure that I separate what we can use and what we can't use. So, let me put up some temporary, highly temporary chest monster chests. And let's identify all of the gear. And there's a really nice way of doing this. You can use your backpack on this identification stand and boom, get everything identified at once. And I guess the very first thing I want to do is to see how many rares of different slots. So like leggings, for example, I have rare or better. Because with this much gear, there is a good chance that I will have enough to have at least a rare piece on every slot. Ooh, I even got a few legendaries in this. 4 legendaries in this. Knockback resist is not that fun though. That could be interesting. Cooldown reduction on a focus. Increased area of effect, but it's only scrappy. Effect avoidance, yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of these and I'm going to pick out the things that are not access, but that are rare or above. Okay, so this is the result of my organization. I feel like we have a healthy amount of every piece, pretty much. And I even saved some extras in here. But with this and the re-rolling abilities of this game, we should be able to do something. Something spectacular. Yeah, that's right, like the best thing ever. Of course. Convince the viewers that it's great. Before I do the fun thing of opening my trinkets, let's take out the rubbish. It's very satisfying to have a dumpster. Okay, let's identify our trinkets. I'm gonna do this using this identification stand as well. This is what we have to play with. Chromatic powder, which is not actually useful at all in this scenario. It just makes gear last longer. The Wender's Hourglass, allowing us to add time. This one, however, the Healing Salve, gives us a lot extra healing efficiency. And Tenno's Necklace gives us more items looting. So, okay, I'll probably end up building a build utilizing the Healing Salve. The first thing I would look at is whether or not I have any legendary roles that can define the build. Things like this, increase attack damage, or if I would have something that gives me plus level to skills, as those are quite rare rolls. They appear on chest plates and leggings and on offhands. In this case, I don't have anything that really sticks out at me, and Greg has told me that I have to do something that, using abilities and talents and mechanics that I rarely ever use. So I think this time I have to start from the other end. And before I do any of it, I'm going to craft myself another wardrobe. These are absolutely amazing. They allow me to store my gear, which I'm going to do. I'm going to store my sword and I'm going to store the rest of it in there so that I'm completely blank. Look at it. My mage build and my other build. And then using the skill altar, I'm going to first of all store this variation of build that I just did with the hunter, because I think that it was pretty effective. And then I'm going to reset to this empty build that just have 1 level in speed, and that gives me 53 skill points back, and all I have is 1 level in speed. That way it's easier to start the new build. So let's have a look at what we want to do. Something I rarely ever do. Would be funny to make like a pretty mismatched build with this. Okay, so things that I definitely can't use is like javelin, and I suppose fireball I can't really use because I just recently used it. I guess I can't use the regular dash or the regular heal if I am to stick true with this. I can't use Frost Nova either because I do use that a lot. Vein Miner I don't really see as a vault build ability, so I think it's fair game that I have Vein Miner. And then in terms of talents, I think I gotta have to stay away from Lucky Hit and Javelins completely, which, yeah, it definitely limits us down, doesn't it? Now, if I hadn't already in this playthrough done the Implode build, I would have done the Implode build now. But since I have done that, I'm gonna do something different. And I don't know how this is gonna work, but I'm gonna take 8 levels in Ice Bolt and flip it to Glacial Blast. This ability is a fire, no, not a fire, an ice blast that freezes mobs that it hits. Doesn't actually do any damage, I don't think. No, it just freezes the mobs, and they have a 17% chance to be glacially imprisoned, being one hits. So this ability is going to be great at killing tough mobs like tanks and champions and things like that. Then I'm going to need an AoE ability, as in area of effect. Maybe I could do a shield. This is a new ability that came out in update 16 and I've never really used it. Bashes mobs with your shield, dealing thorns damage in front of you in a line. And I did have 3 shields that I could try and roll. This one has actually got almost maximum thorns damage. Yeah, maybe I try a shield bash build. I could also go bullet dash. That's another way of killing mobs in an area. Turns your dashes into bullets, making you deal a percentage of your physical damage to mobs you hit with your dash. Yeah, so basically I dash into mobs. It looks the same, but it's not the same. I dash into mobs and they take damage. I could go Frozen Impact. Hitting a chilled mob has a chance of causing a Frost Nova to be cast. Wait, do I need to have Frost Nova? I don't. Okay, yeah, so let's take 4 levels in Frozen Impact. And while I'm trying to use new things, I do think it's fair game to take 4 levels in Strength. I could go like a Mastery of sorts. I got 25 skill points left. Maybe I should first of all maximum bullet, because that increases the damage to 200% of my damage. And I shouldn't use the base heal, which means that I need to use the group heal. The group heal is actually heals for more hit points, but it has a massive cooldown, so I can't cast it often. And since I'm a frost build, maybe I should use ice armor. This freezes mobs that hit me. It's an activate ability, so I'm gonna need a bit of mana regen if I want to do this. But I mean, we're here to do something different, right? It only costs 0.2 mana per second. Okay, so it's actually not bad at all. Maybe I can max it then. So now anytime a mob hits me, they get chilled for 4.5 seconds. They don't get fully frozen, they get chilled. But that of course stacks with my Frozen Impact. And yeah, that's about it really. It doesn't stack with anything else. Okay, with 9 skill points remaining, let's start looking at gear. So this will be an AD build, so that stands for attack damage build, and I should not be using lucky hit. Ooh, this sword is actually quite good. Let's start by trying to get an attack damage roll on the prefix. And you know what? I kind of want this new heart frag chance, because that's going to be great for healing myself. I just realized I'm also very limited with my plating. I have enough bronze to do a lot of rerolls and a lot of focuses, but I don't have that much plating. That's it. That's all I have. And so I gotta be a little bit careful with not over rerolling, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna use one of these faceted focus that I've got from scrapping gear. This is gonna guarantee the attack damage, but it's not gonna guarantee anything else. But that's a good start. Oh, and I removed it. Now, can I craft the heart frag thing? I can. Not the max level, though. But that might be what we have to sell with. A 12% chance for me to get a heart fragment. This sword is getting quite low on crafting potential now. Can I utilize stun at all? Could take this. Deal increased damage to a stun mob per hit. I rarely ever play with daze. Yeah, that might be a thing. If I leave the stun, 12% stun chance. I mean, it's not the greatest though, because it also has durability. I would much rather have attack speed or sweeping hit. But the crafting potential of this sword is so low that I'm gonna have to sell with this sword for now. As far as the shield goes, while this shield is great on the implicit, it's only got 1 prefix instead of 2 like this one. And prefixes are much stronger on shields in my opinion. So I'm gonna use 1 fundamental focus to try and get lucky. 24 thorns damage? That might actually be good. That might actually be good enough. And then I can use Thorns Faceted Focus to guarantee the Thorns damage there. Nice. And then the last one I could spend on getting some resistance, because if we're going to be fighting close range, we're going to need defenses. Okay, that's a shield and a sword. Yes, look at this. Healing efficiency increases every healing source by a percentage. And since I will be using the Trinket healing efficiency, this plus 50 is already 70%. So every time I pick up one of those heart fragments from my sword, I'm going to be healing more, which is going to be important because I only have the group heal, which it has a minute cooldown. These leggings are actually quite good the way they are. If I could increase the attack damage roll, maybe I shouldn't greed. Maybe that's good enough. Oh, and these boots are good the way they are as well for this build, I think. Give me some movement speed, maximum armor. Maybe I can chaotic focus them a few times. The problem when you do chaotic focus, it doesn't always get better. I think I'm done with my gear. And this build is going to be absolutely great. Yeah, 100%. This is going to be the best thing ever. Right, Greg? I feel like we need to have some fitting transmogs here as well. Yes! Look at me! The ice man with a fedora hat. It does feel like I'm using an icicle to attack with. I love it. Okay, let's have a look at my stats. Oh no, I've only got 80 defense. That's the same as the mage build. But the difference is that I have to be in the face of the mobs. What's my DPS? 162? I don't think that's too great either. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, no, it's really good. Maybe I should try Mana Shield with this build. I've never used this ability. It's new in update 16, and I've heard that it's pretty good. Oh yeah, I get little shields in front of my hearts. Yeah, let's try it. And then I'm also gonna take my remaining 4 points in Cold Snap, and then I really feel like I'm allowed. It's as if I'm asking my mother. I really do feel like I'm allowed 1 level in Vein Miner, because it's such a staple when looting. I just realized something. As I was farming up melons to complete this crystal, I did not find a magnet, because I didn't loot any gilded chests. So I suppose no magnet. That's gonna be slightly annoying. Now this build is so good that I'm not gonna bring any companions. Yeah, and it's not because I'm afraid of dying and causing more apartment stuff to be built or anything like this. No, it's just the build is so powerful. It's like undescribable with words.
Some may find the following vault build too powerful. Viewer discretion is advised.
These guys, they don't know about this build, but these guys do. And they're completely stunned. They are so shocked, in fact. They're like, wow, iskall, what have you done? And I know, it's just unbelievable. Should have messed with me. Yeah, that guy got stunned as well. Look at that. Now, if I could be so bold, just having played a mere 5 minutes of this vault, I think this is one of the craziest builds I've ever seen. But don't listen to me. Listen to the mobs dying. Mm-hmm. Now, some may argue, I've heard rumors, okay? Some may argue, and I've heard rumors that this is what they call the creme de la creme. Look, these mobs didn't even spawn. Like, they were so scared. Yeah, I've heard rumors that this is the creme de la creme build of Vault Hunters. As in, there is nothing better. And you know what? I'm starting to feel like they might be right. And magnets? Pfft, who cares about magnets? Like, we want to walk over and feel the pickup of the items. That's the vanilla way, really. Yeah. If you too want to own spiders and anything else really, hello, and complete an elixir vault with ease, well within the 25-minute timer, then I have good news for you. The Frozen Thorn Bash build of Doom can be yours for as little as $4.99 as a YouTube super thanks by clicking the link in the description to bring you to the armory where you can export this build and import it into your world right now. I'm just kidding. You don't need to pay $4.99. It's completely free, but you can do that. Now, honestly though, I think that this build is fantastic and could potentially be improved with things like prime amplification instead of the chilled armor, but it doesn't really need to because it's good as it is. GG, Greg. I think that is a task completed 5 out of 5. Let's see what Greg thinks. Gregory? Bit hard to judge, but here's my judge. Okay, here we go. I think Greg... I think Greg is a bit of a bitter man. Yeah, no, I think so. I think that this needs a proper vote by you guys down below in the comments. Gregory is just grumpy. I feel like this was 100% an emerald. But there it is. Diploma of the ... build. Now that's gonna do it for today. I really do hope that you have enjoyed this episode. I've had a great time, as always. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please do hit the like button down below. And if you're brand new, subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode. I guess I can take this stuff down now. Direct table in front of my garage.